This is Tank's vlog for July 18th, 2017, wrapping up today in sports. Bartolo Colon made his debut with the Minnesota Twins today, and he was good at first. He didn't allow a run for the first 3 innings, but eventually he ran out of gas. Gave up 5 runs in the 5th inning as the Yankees rallied to beat Minnesota 6-3 at Target Field. A couple of big hits by Aaron Judge today, so it looks like he might be finally getting out of that little slump he had after the All-Star break. Still hasn't hit a home run since the All-Star break, but you had to figure he's going to slow down eventually. He could not keep up the pace. But it was a big win for the Yankees, and after the game, the Yankees made a big trade, bringing back David Robertson, who had been their closer right after Mariano Rivera retired. They let him go when they went after Andrew Miller, and he went to go with the White Sox. But the White Sox, who are now obviously in sell mode after trading Jose Quintana to the Cubs last week, the Yankees also acquire Todd Frazier. You know, you always knew one day Todd Frazier would play for the Yankees. I mean, he was a big star in the Little League World Series for Tom's River. And after that World Series, they brought the team up to the Bronx, and he got to take the field with Derek Jeter. And you just always knew somehow he'd play for the Yankees. Frazier had a good career at Rutgers, and then became an all-star at the Cincinnati Reds. He's not had a good year, though. He's a free agent to be, and he's batting .207 with 16 home runs. So maybe a trip out to the Bronx playing for a team in contention will help spark him to have a good second half. So that'll be interesting to see. Frazier, who is a third baseman, will probably play third base, I would guess, with the Yankees, or maybe they'll move to first base or Chase Headley will move to first base. I mean, the Yankees' first base position's been a revolving door. Greg Bird, he had surgery yesterday on his ankle. He's likely done for the year. And Chris Carter was just an absolute disaster. And just every person they've put at first base has either gone down with injury or has been ineffective. So maybe this Frazier's big move. But what this also does is they bolster the bullpen. They got 2 quality relievers, especially David Robertson, who can close. If Chapman gets back on track, the Yankees are going to have a 7-inning game now. So this is what they've needed. So if they get Chapman and Betances going, and besides getting this move, they also ship out their worst pitcher, Tyler Clippard. I mean, it was just a great overall trade by the Yankees. They gave up one big prospect, but I say the Yankees completely hit a home run with this deal. The biggest person traded is Blake Rutherford, who was the Yankees' top pick last year. But Ian Clarkin, I don't know if he's more than a mid-level prospect. So this is one of those great moves, and truly the Yankees really hit a home run with this deal. The Mets, on the other hand, I guess pretty soon they're going to start selling their players. There's nothing left to do this year. It's a mess. It is a mess. I mean, today's lone highlight was Chris Christie catching a foul ball in the stands. When the governor of New Jersey catching a foul ball is the only highlight, you know it was just brutal. I mean, it's unwatchable. Unwatchable. That's what they are. Unwatchable in every way. The season's dying. This is torture. The Mets have ruined another one. This team is totally unwatchable now. And what's getting me aggravated is the talk of trading Jacob deGrom is getting louder. I really think they're going to do it. I really think they're really going to do it. They're really going to do it. So instead of blowing up 2018, they're going to blow 2018, 19, and 20. It starts from scratch. They'll get Ryan Thompson Jr., a 5-tool player. A 5-tool player. If I ever hear that term, 5-tool player again, from the Mets organization, I'm going to scream. I mean, if you remember the 90s, people who remember the 90s, it was, well, the Mets made a good trade for David Cone. They got a 5-tool player in Ryan Thompson. A couple years later, Alex Ochoa, he's a 5-tool player. A couple of years later, Alex Escobar, he's a 5-tool player. A couple of years later, Lansing Millich, he's a 5-tool player. All of them sucked. And the Mets, I just know it. I just know they're going to get crap for DeGrom. DeGrom's going to have a great career. He'll be the only one that's healthy. Everyone else will always get hurt because this team just is insanely stupid. Elsewhere, the Boston Red Sox had another marathon game today. 15 innings just ended. And this time they actually won 5-4, beating the Toronto Blue Jays. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Dodgers remain red hot, winning their 10th straight as Clayton Kershaw improved to 15-2 with an ERA of 2.07. Great pitchers duel. They beat the White Sox 1-0. Today's 3 stars are Michael Wacha, who went all the way in the Mets debacle for the Cardinals; Nicholas Castellanos, who had 5 RBIs for the Tigers against the Royals; and Chris Davis, who had 6 RBIs for the Orioles against the Rangers. Today's sports birthday, we look at LaMarcus Aldridge, among others. LaMarcus Aldridge turns 32. And on this date, we look back at the 1977 All-Star Game, which was played a little later than normal at Yankee Stadium, with the National League continuing their dominant 7-5 win. But what makes this game interesting is the atmosphere in New York at the time. This is just a few days after a notorious blackout. Crime was out of control. The city was crumbling. So baseball had to hold its breath as they played this game. If they would have played this game a week earlier, a lot of the players, it just was disaster. I mean, if the blackout would have happened during this game, and there was a record-breaking heat wave, 10 straight days, temperatures near the hundreds, it was just a powder keg, son of Sam. So we take a full look back at Barstool Sports, and of course on sportsencyclopedia.com, where sports history lives. Good day.